Well, hi, BookTube. Bill Ruttenberg here with the Ruttenberg Library. Wanted to come today with the Halloween book tag. This was a video that I saw on Olivia at Stories for Coffee. And her video is a couple years old, but I wanted to do this 2021 version of the Halloween book tag. Let's go ahead and get started. So number one, carving pumpkins. What book would you carve up and light on fire? Now, I take this as a book that I hate, that I don't think should exist. And I choose the same one that I'm pretty positive this is the one Olivia had, was Catcher in the Rye. I cannot stand that book by J.D. Salinger. I did not think it was very good, and I have no idea why so many people like it. I just don't, I think it's unrealistic and wasn't very good. So I think it should be carved up and lit on fire. So number two is trick or treat. What character is a treat and what character is a trick? Now, I am going to use a book called The Only Game by Mike Lupica. And Mike Lupica's got a whole series of sports books. And I'm actually going to have several sports answers in this tag. And this one book is going to cover the next two questions. So what character is a treat and what character is a trick? For me, the main character in The Only Game is Jack Callahan, and I think he is a treat. He's a young kid who is always striving to do what's right. He's athletic, he's smart, he's pretty popular. He's a pretty likable character, pretty easy to like. And so I really think he's a treat when you're reading the book. And he's a treat when you read the other books in the series as well. I know there's a football book in there also that have all these same characters. Now, the character that I think is a trick is Teddy. That is one of Jack's friends in the book, and Jack runs into a problem where they are short on players, and he asks Teddy, who plays no sports, to come out for the baseball team and come be the catcher. And Teddy is a trick because we think that, early in the book that he has no athletic ability and that he's not gonna amount to anything other than he's just fun to hang around. But Jack sees something in him, and Teddy tricks everybody with his athletic abilities, especially in the other books when it's talking about the football team. And he ends up being a very, very good football player later on in the series. So question number three is candy corn. What book is always sweet? I chose this same book, The Only Game. I think that it was sweet because it talks about my favorite sport, and I think I could probably, it's a kid's book, it's a middle grade book, but I could probably read it over and over again, just because it talks about my favorite sport. It's easy to read, it's got likable characters, and initially when I put this down, I thought it was going to be what character is always sweet. And so I chose another character, so I might as well, since I wrote it down, I might as well talk about it. And the character is Cassie, and she is a friend of Jack and Teddy's. And her character, she is a sweet girl. She is, she is also athletic. She's on all the girls' teams. She's a problem solver. She's everybody's friend. She's always trying to see the best in everybody and trying to help them with their problems. And she's just fun and caring and kind, and she is a sweet character. Number four, ghosts. What character would you want to visit visit you as a ghost? And I'm sitting here thinking, you know what? I don't like scary movies and scary stuff. And so I don't know that I want to get visited by anybody as a ghost. But if I had to pick some characters, let's stick with the sports theme. I picked up the book Shoeless Joe. I wouldn't mind Shoeless Joe coming and visiting me and talking baseball, and any of the other baseball greats that showed up on, in the Field of Dreams, the movie, and in this book Shoeless Joe. I wouldn't mind any of them showing up, and not only do I get to talk some baseball, I get to play some baseball, and that'd be a lot of fun. So, question number 5. Dressing up in costume. What character would you want to be for a day? This one, I was thinking, and I'm going to go with Michael Shahara's book, For Love of the Game, another baseball book. And I have that one put away. I didn't have it handy to show you, but the main character, Billy Chappell, he is at the end of his career, a long career in Major League Baseball. He's a good pitcher, but kind of like me, the old shoulder is pretty spent. And he is at the end of his career, and he has recognized that. And the very last game he ever pitches is a perfect game. And it goes through basically, the whole book is that day of the perfect game, from when he woke up to all the way at the end of the game. And it's a flashback with each inning, or each, as he progresses forward in the game, it's a flashback to moments in his life. Really, really good baseball book. But I would not mind being Billy Chappell for a day, having this long baseball career, and then the very last game you hit the pinnacle of success and pitch a perfect game. That would be absolutely awesome. Would love to have that happen. All right, so number 6 is witches and wizards. What is your favorite Harry Potter moment? I don't really read those type of books. I have read the first 3 books in the Harry Potter series. And honestly, I can't remember a whole lot about them. I read them because my kids in class were reading them, and I was trying to, read some of those similar some of the similar books that they were reading. And so I started to read those, and I got to thinking, if I had to pick a moment, I really liked when he gets to Hogwarts and the descriptions of the school that he gives, and when they walk into dinner and they end up when they get sorted into the different groups. I really like that description. I love the description of the Hogwarts building and just the school itself. I liked that. So that's my favorite moment. Being a teacher, you could probably guess that. But anyway, number 7, Blood and Gore. What book was so creepy that you had to take a break from it for a while? I chose Frank Peretti's book, This Present Darkness. And Frank Peretti is a Christian writer, and so his scary book deals with, and actually the first 2 in this series deal with the spirit world, good versus evil, and good spirits, evil spirits, and just how everybody is constantly being inundated with just bad stuff from the evil spirits, and trying to cause you to sin and that kind of stuff. And anyway, when it got to talking about those spirits and how they're all around us, that was scary. That had the hair on my arms standing up. I was reading that at night, and I had to put that book down and come back to it, and I couldn't read it until there was daylight. I do not like scary stuff. So anyway, that is the Halloween book tag. I thought I'd do this one for Halloween since we are in the season. I even made you a little Halloween colored book stack there. It's kind of a pumpkin. I don't know what the black book in the middle is for. Maybe that's the eyes of the pumpkin. I don't know. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this book tag, booktube. I hope everyone's having a good Halloween season. I know we got to go out trick-or-treating in our downtown area. All the businesses put out stuff, and my daughter got dressed up in her butterfly costume, and we had a lot of fun last night, and I got a little bit of extra candy to eat, because my daughter doesn't need to eat all that, but I do. So I hope everyone has a great Halloween. Hope everybody's getting some book reading in. So anyway, until next time, booktube, happy reading.